Hey everyone, I just wanted to make a quick video showcasing the website untap.in, which is a free website that allows you to draft Yu-Gi-Oh for free. For people that are a fan of Cube, you know what that means. I'm going to link a YouTube video from a couple of years ago that I think does a pretty good job of explaining what exactly cubing Yu-Gi-Oh means. I think it's a really great format, and if you don't know what that is but you stumbled on this video, you should look into it. So I'm gonna dive in now. There's gonna be timestamps at the bottom to make this easy for people. The first thing is gonna be how to make a cube on this website, and the second thing is gonna be how to draft on this website. I'm not gonna go over playing on this website. I personally don't like playing on Untap, so if you prefer it, that's on you to figure it out. I'm sure you can. So we're gonna start. So when you first log in, you're gonna see the chat tab. From here, you're going to click the tab to the right of it, Decks. This is how you're going to make the cube. So you'll click Create Deck, you'll choose a title, you'll choose the card game you want to play. Obviously this is a video for Yu-Gi-Oh, but if you want to cube any of the other ones listed, you can. Make sure you click Create Cube, that's very important. So this is the very first step in making the cube. This is the interface of the website. From here, you can type whatever you want in the card search, and the card will likely be there. I'll include a brief section as to how to include a card that isn't there, or to include a version of the card that you want that isn't in the database. So you simply drag and drop the card that you want into your cube. The group's numbers don't actually matter, it's more of an organizational tool for the players, or for the cube creators. I'm simply going to be pasting the cube that I've already made to make this easy. That list will be in the description for anyone that wants to start with that. There is a caveat in this cube that all monsters are all types. It is based off the Battle Pack 3 Monster League draft. So we've put our deck list in. There's about 3 cards missing. Pretty easy to fix. Just, search the card up and drag and drop it. This process is pretty straightforward. One thing I'm going to show you right now is how to add text under the card. So for pictures of cards that have illegible text, you'll be able to read them pretty easily. So when I hover over Durandal, you'll see its text in an easy way. So to do this, you right click on that image, you click Edit Card, and then you get this prompt and you can click Edit. This is a warning so that you don't troll other people's edits, because you will get banned from the website for doing that. And so this is really easy. You just copy and paste the official text of the card from, Wikipedia or the database into card text front. If we ever have dual face cards, you would add to card text back, but, I don't think we're there yet. So that's how you edit a card. It's important to note that you can only edit cards that you've added to the database, or if you're a free user, after waiting 3 months, you can edit any card. If you pay, then you don't have to worry about this. And again, you will be banned if you're trolling people. So this is how you make your cube, and if you want to edit cards, their artworks or whatever, I will be showing you how to do that now. So the card that I want to add is a Blue Eyes White Dragon. Specifically, I want to add the anime artwork. I like the classic Blue Eyes artwork the most, but I don't want to have any text on it. I just want to see the numbers and the stars on the bottom of the card. So to do that, you click on the little bar under Power Up, and then you'll click on that drop down and you'll go to Add a Missing Card. So it's important you understand that when you add this card, anyone using this website can view it, and you will be punished if you're, abusing that freedom. So when you're making this card, you type in the title of the card as it will appear on the search database. Set identifier should be what set it's from. Card image type is going to be whatever that category is. For the image for the card, you're going to get a URL link to the image and just copy and paste it. So now that you've done that, the card is in the database. So I didn't know exactly where it was because I wasn't used to alt art cards. Simply go to the alt art tab because you marked it as an alt art card, and down there near the bottom you'll see the one that I added to the database. So now I can put that card in my cube, and when people play, they'll see it like that. So now that you've finished creating your cube, either importing it to the website or just making it with their database, you're going to want to go to games to start actually cubing. So here you're just going to click new game, and then you're just going to edit some options. So for cube, you'll get to choose how many players can be in the cube pod. You obviously will choose which cube you're drafting. You can edit the number of cards per pack, as well as the number of packs each player gets. Two options that aren't available to you for free are the game password and starting the lobby instantaneously. So if you are using the site for free, you'll have to wait 23 seconds before the lobby actually begins. Now that you've waited the couple of seconds, the lobby will begin. For the creator of the cube, joining it is really simple. You just click enter cube. For people that didn't create the lobby, what they'll do is they'll go to the games tab and then click all games and look for the cube draft with the title that you made. And from there, they'll just click join cube. As you join the lobby, this is the screen you'll be seeing. As each player joins the lobby, there'll be a notification in the bottom right chat box that says X players join the lobby. Once you've hit the player cap that you set in your options, it'll prompt everyone to click ready. Since I won't be having players for this test demonstration, I'll just be using the bots that the website offers. Here's the click ready button, and now you can begin drafting. For people already familiar with online draft simulations, this isn't going to be anything new to you. When you open your first pack, you'll see 15 cards to pick from, and it's as simple as clicking on the card and dragging it into one of the columns in front of you. One thing to take note of is the fact that this is in fact a timed draft. Depending on how many cards are in the pack, you'll have anywhere from 60 to 40 seconds to decide your pick. Obviously, a timer can have its ups and downs. For the good, anyone concerned with how long a draft might take or how long an individual player might take when picking, they don't have to worry about that. This timer will make sure that the draft goes smoothly, you won't have to nag anyone to your left or your right to pick up the pace, and the total time of the draft at most will be 45 minutes, and that's assuming that someone is trolling on the packs where there's 5 or less cards and taking up all of the time. Usually, people will pick those cards pretty quickly. One big downside of the timer is that players might not have enough time to read cards that they're unfamiliar with. In this pack, it's not too much of an issue. I think there's 2 cards in this pack that people might not know just from their image. So, you read them, pick your card, move on. However, in this pack, I think it's more of a problem. I think there's about 5 cards in this pack that the average Yu-Gi-Oh player might not know what it does. One thing that's nice, however, is the fact that this isn't a really permanent problem. Once a player has seen a card and knows what it does, they'll likely remember it for the next time that they draft, or they'll just read the card a second go-around when the pack loops around. One final thing I want to mention about the timer real quick is what happens when you run the clock down and it hits 0. As far as I can tell, the system will randomly assign you a card from the pack. To get around this, simply just drag the card that you want into the pack. Even if you don't know exactly what you want, I think it's better to just shotgun a card and not let the system randomly pick one for you to get in your deck. But even if it does, it shouldn't be the end of the world. That's pretty much everything I think a player needs to know when drafting for their first time on Untap. I'm going to fast forward to the end of the draft to show you what happens when it's over. So every player now has effectively picked 45 cards, and now you'll be prompted to save the deck. Once you follow the on-screen instructions, it'll take you back to the main menu and kick you out of the draft lobby, and you can access your deck from the Decks tab. Alright, with everything said and done, you've finally finished drafting, and you have your deck ready to go and play. You have a couple of options as to how you're going to play. You could play here on Untapped. I personally don't like the amount of hotkeys you have to learn and know to be able to play Yu-Gi-Oh on here. But if you're fine with doing that, then, it's the fastest way to start playing your games with your pod. The other option is, of course, just recreating the deck on another dueling simulator and doing that. There isn't an easy way to do that. You just have to type the card names in and drag and drop. I don't think that's going to take too long, so I would do that, but to each their own. And there you have it. That's how you draft Yu-Gi-Oh! Online.